You seriously have the chillest spot in the room. Look at this. Blanket, pillow on a pedestal in front of a window with light option control. Hi, how's this? DIY editing day part 2. How do I plan these things? And maybe a little bit more update on the actual editing. Keep telling you, we need to take on cat mindset a little bit more than we do. Because she doesn't give anything about the cares in the world. Let's DIY some carefree into our editing and jam. Welcome back to another episode of Sitting Down with Soul Writer. Not really sitting yet. My name is Jenna O'Malley. I am your soul writer, author, sci-fi, fantasy with dashes of romance and nerdy references, such as the Myrna Annals. So, how's Frey going? He's going great. Pushing my brain to the limit and a half. So, I did promise a part 2 to this, where I kind of go over how I plan my DIY editing days. I'm a planner person, go figure. But much like the chick from 27 Dresses, if you've ever seen the movie, you take a page out of my planner, I'm in trouble. So, by that same token, some days are so hectic that I need a single page cheat sheet. And in Soul Bard Academy and whatnot, we call those troubleshooting G's for troubleshooting guides. Why? Because if it's like your homie G and you're close to it, you're going to use it to help you troubleshoot when you're in trouble. So, yeah. About that, let's go ahead and check and pre-plan my troubleshooting G. You guessed it. Description box below is the file. Yes, I keep a paper copy of all these, and I keep them in a folder. More for me than for client tracking. I have an entire notebook just for client stuff, for confidentiality reasons. So, what I go ahead and do is give myself an entire page with reflection options. Of course, what book is it in? What am I having for my 3 meals that day at a glimpse? This also requires me the night before when I prep this to do any meal prepping I need or discuss with whomever's in the life and in the house at the moment what all needs to be done as far as who's cooking or ordering or bringing home, right? Life obligations. This could be stuff I need to take care of for clients. This could be doctor's appointments. Could be I need to pay a bill today. What is going on in the random chalks of life that I didn't account for when I originally scheduled this do-it-yourself editing day? And normally I'll stack those either in between my breaks when I have them throughout the day, or front load them and get them out of the way before lunch because I'm that person. So goals. I'm going to write out what my intention for the day is for the DIY editing, and then I leave 2 spaces at the bottom. A big old block that's free form so I can do any kind of tracking of how my day went, and then a reflection wrap-up session. So I guess what that means is I'm going to have to sit here, write it out, decide what all I'm doing tomorrow, and then take you on the prep.
Say you need a friend. No matter the distance, I will always be there. No more inhibition. I'll show you I care. You've been lost and alone in the city of lights, I know. Getting high, feeling low, and it's out of your control. You should know that I won't leave you. I'll stay beside you. I'm never letting you go. You've been lost and alone in the city of lights, I know. But I will guide you home.
Alright everyone, so I've been on this kick where I've been making eggs and putting hot sauce. That's what my spice eggs are, and I like to prep my coffee at night. So I'm going to be going up and doing that here in a little bit. I'm actually making chili tonight, so if you want to come up and witness the chili making and the whatnots, I'm also making a keto-friendly type rendition where you can put the cornbread with it or not. So it is raining outside. I decided it was a good choice for chili and cornbread for the house. So we're going to do that, which means chili will be lunch tomorrow with, will be dinner tomorrow. And then we have some taco meat I need to basically make taco salad out of to finish up. So not a bad day. I do intend to, as I wrote there, do the final read through and then send book 3 to format. So it can be republished by October 1st is my hope. It'll be nice to be back out on the market. Frey is probably very happy to be... I'm not going to make that joke. Frey is very happy to be out on the dance floor of his own club with his female on his side. Rightly? Right. We'll word it that way. I'm excited to reshare this book, but it also scares me because by the time we move, I hope to have book 4 out in November. Right in time for Christmas, yay! The Myrna Annals book 4 is kind of a Christmas novel because Vovery goes all 12 days of Christmas on Maria. Hint, hint, hint. If you want to see a cinnamon roll be a cinnamon roll, and a boring one at that, that's book 4. Vovery, my heart. Ugh. So, I think it's time we go upstairs and do a little bit of check of what's going on in the kitchen. Shall we?
I'm nervous on the surface, I look fine. My brain feels heavy, my traumatized mind. And I'm so tired, I can't feel my eyes. Whoa, whoa. I'm petty, but I know how to lie. I feel feelings that I can't describe. I'm not breathing, but I'm still alive. Whoa, whoa. But I think I'll be alright, 'cause I'm not giving up, I'm not giving up yet. I feel that it's my time, so I'ma give it everything,
Hey y'all, how's is? I am into phase 2 of my working day. I'm a biphasic birdo. I work really well from about dawn to noon, and then again from about dusk to midnight. So that's me. I am doing the last run through. I'm finding a ton of like teeny tiny typo things and making sure all my chapter headers are ready to go. This will be the last read through. I'm about a third of the way through, which isn't bad. I hope to have this file uploaded by September 30th, and I still have plenty of time to do that. So long as I finish all this tomorrow and do the final formatting on Saturday and or Sunday. So, also has been giving me time to sit here and redo my nails. I have Frey's favorite color. I am a huge supporter of Holo Taco. Thank you, Christine, for making one coat black. At least my batch of one coat black actually does apply in one coat. However, I'm hard on my nails, so I like to do thicker layering anyway. So while it is quite opaque, still, I'm going to put on a second layer. I love that this does not take long to dry. I love Holo Taco brand. Not sponsored. Totally would be sponsored because some of the purple colors as of late are just gorgeous, and I'm running very low. So, well, okay, I'm not really running very low. All that is full to the gills with different types of polish. So I'm not really running low. I gotta finish up what's in there and make room at this point. So I went back to doing my own nails. I was actually having an allergic reaction to some of the products. Not just, like, the nail product, but, like, some of the cleaning stuff they use for the cuticles and whatnot. I was breaking out on my hands, and I was breaking out around my eyes really bad, which tells me that I was rubbing my eyes. Even with washing my hands thoroughly, during and after the process, something was making me break out. So I went back to doing my own nails. I have some glue-on nails that I need to use up that I might use this fall and this winter post the move just to make myself feel pretty. So, editing advice. Number 1, take breaks. Big time take breaks. Lunch today has been a huge help. I mean, I've careened through 13 chapters-ish of content. That's a lot to get through of constantly looking at that screen. That's 40 plus pages. The average editor can go through, depending on what they're doing, 5 to 10 pages an hour. And you figure that's half a workday. That's what I covered earlier. So lunch was delicious. The taco salad, so glad I'm getting back to keto-like things. It'll eventually start showing in my face and I'll start slimming out. But I'm really glad to be back to doing that. I am taking leftover chili from last night and warming it up here in a little bit. And then it's dealing with the first bands or so of that hurricane that's coming up the coast. So to all of my friends who are down south, please be safe this weekend. Definitely be safe this weekend. Another thing that I suggest when you're editing is be super, super kind to you. You're going to get over analytical, over critical. It's all for the good. You're not so much, you're really polishing it. If you've ever watched gemstones get polished, the first couple of batches are super slurry looking. Whenever you first take them out and then you rinse them off, and there's some pits and some dings and you need to change the grit. Maybe you need a little more elbow grease, a little less elbow grease. That should change moment to moment, scene to scene, chapter to chapter, hour to hour. So another thing I like to do with editing is not only make sure I'm eating well and being mentally kind to myself, I up my water intake. Big time. I weigh up my water intake. You are burning your brain energy. You need to keep water going through your system, not just to stay hydrated, but to literally flush out any whatever's is building up here, like preventing tension, headache kind of things is what I'm suggesting there. Okay, as far as some actual techniques, what are some techniques? I like to suggest the ARMS method. It sounds, for people who have been with that since they were in elementary, middle school, it sounds a little, well, elementary, Watson. Basic is good. Keep it simple and sweet. There's another acronym spelling for that, but this isn't my membership area. We got to keep it PG or less, preferably G, because I don't want to get in trouble. Anyway, so with that, you're going to add anything you need to add. You're going to remove stuff. You got a lot of deleting. You're looking not just at ideas, repetitions. You're also looking at things like, did I need to remove like markup, extra spaces, extra paragraphs, stuff like that? Do I need to modify, move around, or manage the wording in something, possibly by substituting or even swapping stuff around? Okay, so ARMS: add, remove, modify or move, subtract, or swap out. That is largely what I do again and again and again, no matter what kind of edit I do. If you want to give all the edits bucket labels, that's the majority of what I do as an editor. Yes, I chase down typos. Yes, I accost commas and make them go where they are the most cost effective. Thank you, Dr. Snelson of Frostburg State University, for saying that, because it's stuck in my head forever now. But I also look at stuff like, could this be said better from someone's point of view? That might change the whole sentence, but maybe their point of view is more valid. Maybe I gotta change this whole scene, not just this sentence. Did I even pay attention to what the secondary characters need? That's getting into, developmental stuff. I'm way past that stage, but sometimes We get so wrapped up in the head of whoever is in control of the scene, or we head hop into oblivion, that we lose focus. So really take the time in your revising and editing to polish the gemstones, the people's mindsets, the characters who are in play, and let them get refined and put them through the different paces. It might take 3, 4, 5 different rounds of edits, because sometimes it takes 3, 4 times going through the slurry mix with different grits for gemstones to shine. What are you doing to make yourself shine? Not just your books. You. Have you taken a break and done something that is not writing for your creativity yet? We have a Switch in the household. Like, finally, I've been wanting a Nintendo Switch for years. Jenna plans on playing some more Legend of Zelda in the near future. Jenna is back to dancing again. Jenna is back to wanting to paint and do ceramics again. For the first time since, like, high school. Jenna wants to take dancing lessons and vocal singing lessons again for the first time since, like, college when she was in theater. For fun. Just because. What are you doing to refill your well along the way? What are you doing to edit your mindset as much as you're editing your books? That is what Frey keeps teaching me every time I work on a book and he's predominantly in control of what's going on. He makes me edit my mindset as much as I edit the report of what he does as the author of their story. And yeah, I really do think that in this case, the Myrna picked me, not the other way around. Take care of yourself. Comment below. Which characters have you learned the most from of how to be your most authentic self while mapping out their journey for other readers to do the same? Take care of yourself. You've always been worth it. And so is that voice of yours.